Hello and welcome to David Photography Today. As you see, I've got a picture here. This is one of the ones that I took. Now, I came up to the caravan, where we are right now, and I bought some pictures to put on the wall. And then I went overboard. I changed every picture that was in the caravan to something that I had took. And why don't you do the same? You look around your house, look at the pictures on the wall, all done by other people, and they're not unique in any way. There's thousands of them in other people's houses all over the world. Why don't you just get a picture frame and put one of your own pictures in? So, these are a number of pictures which I have took. This one was done at Burns Museum in Scotland. When you go to the gardens. And these are all took at parks in Scotland. And for a change, you end up with a wall of your own art. This is Port Crossan, near Saltcoats. This is near Logs, called the Pencil. This is in Glasgow, on the High Street. There's another picture that goes on it, the next bit of it, which is bigger, but there's just a lot of colour. And the person was just sitting there, and the man just walked in to give a bit of scale. Near where I am, it's actually Arran. And more close up, 2 mushrooms. Now, this is one of the pictures that I had done. And I bought this, well, quite large frame because it's a 16 by 12. I got this at Dunmel, and actually cost us just over £4. And you have seen this before in a smaller version on one of the other videos, if you've watched it. But there is nobody else who has this picture like this, took at the time that I took it, with the cloud formation and all of that, in their house. And as I said, this is actually Millport, which is on the Isle of Cumbria, looking down towards Arran and Bute. This is done at Edlinton, a stalk in the water. I don't think it shows how actually it is actually sharp. You would think that one was abroad, and it isn't. I've got the reflections, I think, of everything else. But that's further around Scotland, on the coast, as you can tell. Kirkcaldy, And up here there's a castle. Close up of a red flower. This was actually at Glasgow Botanical Gardens, which is near Patrick. Another coastal one near to where I am, and as you can see, I got quite a lot of cloud formation in it. We've got the mountains. We have a little girl sitting on the sand in the corner. This one is a little stream. It has lots of colour, lots of different tones and shapes within it. This is up at Campbell Castle, up past Stirling, which has a quite long walk to get up to it. And this is the clock tower at Kilwinning. And I've put that just in a small 6x4 frame. It does have lots of different tones in the brickwork. Not so much light. This is a woodland walk. It was a very short one at Fairy, F-A-I-R-L-I-E. And it has lots of the shadows of the trees, putting lines on the path. It was quite a sunny day. A grouping of flowers. This was also took at Burns Museum Garden. This one I took because it has lots of colour. There's lots of different flowers there. Once again, it's in the IKEA 6x4 frame. This photo I took just off the road from Largs. I can't pronounce the place where I took this. But it has a S, begins with S and has a Q in it. But you can't really get into this castle, but it does give some nice far views. Don't know if you can make out, but these aren't black marks, these are actually birds in the sky. I'm going to leave the middle one and come back to that one. But this is the same place from a different angle, with the greenery of the trees, the detail of the bricks. So you can see the detail. And this wall here is this wall here from this direction. And now we move to the middle one. I get the light off. As you can see, it's an old thistle which is decaying down. We always seem to look for perfect pictures of perfect plants, but as a whole this picture is really good. I like this a lot. There is a lot of detail to it. There's a lot of colour change in it. As you go from light at the base, there's dark tips, different amounts of brown colouring. And you won't believe, but these are actually on the bathroom wall. Those are in larger picture frames which I got off Amazon, which were quite dear. I'm glad I only had 3 of them. A bird in flight on a dull day, but I actually did get it quite short, which is quite surprising because I don't have any big massive sports lenses. It was a 300mm lens. I did have to crop it in a bit to get it. And I found a small tree trunk in Irvine, just as you come out of the big shop place, and there's a church up ahead. This is down in the church. It's very unusual on the, I think you might be able to make out that there's different colours within the leaves or the mould itself. It does give a nice shape and nice colour to it. As you see, it's a flower with a fly on it. Just to show that it is something that's small. And this is a fairy as well. And it's the water coming in. I've caught the water in mid-splash, so I haven't blurred it out. I've kept it fast and the fast shutter speed for it. It's a nice sunny day, so we've got the light of the sun coming through, and you've got the shadow. And this is a squirrel in the trees. And this is once again another grouping of mushrooms. It's very hard to show the picture because the camera doesn't focus really good close up. But it's a low shot to the ground. This is an A4 print. This is in Glasgow. I think there's clips of it somewhere that during the Olympic type of sporting events that some of the runners and athletes ran through it. This is our daughter at once again, Campbell Castle. Contrast with the cobblestones, the old stones on the background, and a bright t-shirt. This is the walk bridge in Glasgow. We have the lines leading into the centre, a nice bit of shadow off the sun, and you can see all the metal strands of the bridge on the ground, as well as given some colour by the tree. And there is people on the bridge, man standing looking at the view and others walking towards it. Right, we've done 16 minutes. This is only a few of them, so stop now, and please like, comment, share, subscribe, and I'll bring you back with part 2 of the pictures that I've put up. Thank you, see you next time.